Hello student, welcome back to your new video session. Student, your online first semester exam is scheduled to be held in the month of September and we have already completed the portion, that is chapter 1 unit 1 and 2, chapter 3, chapter 4 and chapter 5 unit 1 and 2. Today we will revise chapter 1 unit 1 and 2 and that is about computer hardware. This is the age of electronic revolution where computers are an integral part of our lives. It is indeed difficult to imagine our daily lives without it. Computers are used in various fields, for example, finance, health and education. You can take the example of booking of the tickets. Nowadays we don't have to go to the counter. We can sit at home and book the tickets of flights, buses, trains, just using the computer networking system. So today it is very difficult to find something that cannot be done with the help of a computer. Computers control most of our activities. Hence, it is important to develop the knowledge of information and technology. So in this chapter, we'll discuss about the major components of computer system and their characteristics and application. What is computer? A computer is an electronic data processing machine which accepts data and instruction through an input unit. It has the ability to process data into meaningful information in the desired form. So you have to input the data through the input devices, that may be keyboard, mouse, joystick, anything. And after inputting the data, there is a processing unit like CPU. CPU process the data and we get the result through the output devices. And according to our instruction, it gives us the result. So the primary functions of a computer system is it holds all the components of a computer together and protects the sensitive electronic parts from outside elements. It uses storage for all or a part of a program and also for all or a part of the data necessary for the execution of a program. It executes user-written or user-designated programs. It performs user-designated data manipulation including arithmetical and logical operation. Hardware and software. These are the two words that are frequently used in the field of computers. Means without the hardware the computer cannot work. Similarly, without the software also computer cannot work. Now what is hardware? Hardware is the term given to the machinery itself and to the various components and equipment of the computer system. It refers to the physical devices of a computer system. Thus, all input and output devices, storage devices, controlling and processing units are hardware. Now, what is software? Software refers to the set of computer programs, procedures and associated documents that describe how the programs are to be used. Thus, software means a collection of programs that aim at enhancing the capabilities of the hardware. So, hardware refers to all the visible devices which are assembled together to build a computer system. Software refers to the computer programs that are loaded into a computer system. The blending of software and hardware gives life to a computer system. Though hardware is the physical part of a computer, it is nothing unless it has a software to control it. In a way, hardware is like a car without a driver. Software is a set of instructions that tells the hardware what to do, how to perform the requested actions. Hence, both are essential to get the work done and they share a spatial relationship. Thus, we can say hardware and software are complementary to each other. Though they work together in a computer system, there are some differences between them. What are those? Hardware is required to store and run a software. Means without the hardware, software cannot load it. Whereas software refers to the programs that enable a computer to perform specific tasks. Hardware starts functioning once a software is loaded. Software is installed on the hardware to deliver its set of instructions. Hardware is physical in nature, whereas software is logical in nature. In hardware, there are more chances of failure, whereas in software does not have a failure rate and hence is more reliable. Hardware components can be seen and touched, whereas software can be viewed at the time of execution or loading. Types of software. There are two types of software, system software and application software. System software is also known as system package. It is a set of one or more programs designed to control the operations of a computer system. This program do not solve specific problems but provide a platform to assist in the use of computer system by performing specific tasks. Example is operating system. Whereas in case of application software is a set of one or more programs designed to carry out specific tasks such as creating documents, presentations, etc. It allows the computer to perform useful tasks beyond the running of system itself. And application software performs only those tasks for which it is designed. Basically, the application softwares are provided to serve the purpose of the user. A particular work can be done through this application software. Examples are graphic software, media players, office packages, etc. Now we'll discuss about the parts of hardware. First of all, CPU, that is Central Processing Unit. It is the main components of a computer system that is integrated with microprocessor and the memory unit. It is also known as the brain of the computer. The Central Processing Unit mainly consists of three components. They are arithmetic logic unit, control unit and memory unit. Arithmetic logic unit help us to do all the arithmetical calculations like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division and logical operations also. Whereas control unit controls each and every part of the computer system along with the peripherals. It retrieves data and instructions from the memory, sends the commands to various parts of the computer. And memory unit, the data and instructions which are entered into the computer system through input units have to be stored inside the computer before the actual processing starts. It is the primary memory unit which is designed to cater to all these needs. It provides space for storing data, instruction, intermediate results and final results. The main functions of CPU are: number one, it stores data and instructions in memory which can be accessed for processing. Number two, it processes data to give meaningful results. Number three, it controls each and every operation of the computer, including the operations of all its peripherals. Computer memory. Memory is the basic unit of a computer where it can store data and instruction. Memory can be divided into primary memory and secondary memory. Primary memory is the main memory, which is the basic unit of all computers. It has a faster access time and a smaller storage capacity with respect to the secondary memory of the system. This computer memory is accessed directly by the CPU. Primary memory can be divided into RAM and ROM. RAM means random access memory and ROM is read-only memory. In RAM, data or instructions can randomly be read as well as written onto it. Any information stored in RAM is lost when the power supply is switched off. Whereas in case of ROM, the stored information can only be read but new information cannot be written onto it. And the information in ROM remains intact even if the power supply is switched off. Now the secondary storage devices or secondary memory. It is the storage device where data or information can be stored for future use. The secondary storage has a higher storage capacity as compared to the main memory. The different types of storage devices are hard disk, floppy disk, optical disk like compact disk, DVD that is digital versatile disk, pen drive, magnetic drum, magnetic tape, etc. Motherboard. Motherboard is a printed circuit board that provides a platform for various components on ICs of a computer. It is placed at the back or base of computer's cabinet. It is printed circuit board that provides a platform for various components of ICs. Motherboard allows the power allocation to the CPU, RAM and other hardware components of a computer. Ports are the connecting nodes to interface the peripheral devices with the processor. Different types of ports are serial ports, parallel ports and USB port. Modem is a device that modulates outgoing digital signals from a computer or other digital devices to analog signal. It also demodulates the incoming analog signals and converts them to digital signals for the digital devices. The full form of modem is modulators and demodulators. There are different types of modems available like internal modem, external modem and USB modem. A computer cannot work on its own unless it is supported by some other devices along with CPU to complete the system. These devices are known as peripheral devices. They mainly consist of input devices, output devices and secondary storage devices. Input device. Input devices are those units through which we send instructions and data to the machine for processing. Different types of input devices are keyboard, mouse, light pen, scanner, web camera, etc. Output devices. Output devices are the devices through which we get the results of any processed data. Different types of output devices are visual display unit, printer, LCD projector, etc. Secondary storage devices. We all know that the primary memory has a limited storage capacity and moreover it cannot store the data permanently. Thus we need some devices where we can store the data or instructions permanently for future use. These devices are known as secondary storage devices or storage media. The different types of storage devices are hard disk, DVD, Blu-ray disc, thumb drive or pen drive, CD-ROM, SD card, etc. Students, we have revised the chapter. You go through the chapter thoroughly and learn all the question answers. Prepare for the first semester exam. Thank you.